In the realm of Asgard, where gods walked as kings, there lived one unlike any other Baldr the Shining. Son of Odin and Frigg, his very presence warmed the coldest halls. His laughter made flowers bloom, his kindness disarmed even the fiercest giants. To know Baldr was to love him, and that love would become his doom. But darkness crept into Asgard. Baldr began dreaming of falling endless, suffocating plunges into blackness. Odin, the Allfather, knew these were no mere nightmares. Riding Sleipnir to the underworld, he forced a dead seeress to speak. Baldr will die by Hod's hand. The prophecy was set. Frigg, the mother goddess, would not yield. She traveled the 9 realms, demanding oaths from all things. Swear never to harm my son. Fire vowed not to burn him. Iron promised not to pierce him. Even stones whispered never. But as she returned, triumphant, a young mistletoe plant, frail and forgotten, stood unsworn. Loki, the trickster, learned of this weakness. Disguised as an old woman, he coaxed Frigg's secret. Surely that harmless sprig could hurt no one. With a liar's laugh, he carved a dart from the mistletoe and placed it in Hod's blind hands. "A game," he whispered. "Throw it at your brother." The dart flew. A gasp tore through Asgard. Baldr fell, his light snuffed out. Order collapsed in horror. Frigg's scream split the sky. Frigg's scream echoed through the halls of Asgard like the tolling of a funeral bell. It was not just the sound of grief, it was the very fabric of fate unraveling. The gods froze in place, their games forgotten, their laughter dead on their lips. Silence consumed the gods. Odin stepped forward, his one eye glistening, not with tears, but with the weight of knowledge. He had feared this moment, had wandered far in search of a way to prevent it, and still it had come. Loki, lurking in the shadows with a grin fading from his lips, watched the scene unfold. It had all been a game to him, a cruel jest at the gods' expense. Yet even he now felt the weight of what he had done press upon him like frost on bone. The skies darkened over Asgard. Clouds gathered as if even the heavens mourned. Birds ceased their song. The world itself seemed to hold its breath as though all of creation recognized the loss. A great funeral was prepared, not just for a god, but for a symbol, for what Baldr represented. His body was laid upon his mighty ship, Hringhorni, the largest ever built, but it would not move. Not even the strongest gods could launch it. So they called for the giantess Hyrrokin, riding in from Jotunheim on a great wolf with serpents for reins. She dismounted, strode forward, and with a single push, launched the ship into the sea. Flames were lit. The pyre began to burn. The flames danced like spirits crackling with grief. Gods wept openly. Even Thor, mighty and proud, wept as he struck the pyre with Mjolnir, sanctifying the burning ship. Baldr was gone, sailing into the realm of the dead. Hermod, brave and swift, was chosen to ride to Hel. On Odin's steed, Sleipnir, he galloped for 9 nights through dark valleys and across echoing bridges. He sought the Queen of the Dead to beg for Baldr's return. At last, Hermod reached the gates of Helheim. There, in the cold and misty depths, he found Baldr not in chains or torment, but sitting in quiet sadness, still radiant even in death. The dead god welcomed his brother with a faint smile. Hermod stood before Hel, the queen of the underworld. Pale and still as stone, she listened to his plea. He spoke of the mourning in Asgard, of Frigg's tears, of Odin's silence, and of a world dimmed by the absence of its light. Hel replied with a cold decree, "If all things in the world, living and dead, weep for Baldr, but if even one refuses, he shall remain." With heavy heart, Hermod turned back, carrying the fragile hope of a grieving world. The gods spread the word across the realms. From Asgard to Midgard, from Jotunheim to Alfheim, everything wept. Trees lost their leaves, mountains cracked, even the stones cried tears of ice. All mourned for Baldr, but in a shadowed cave, an old giantess named Thok refused. "Let Hel hold what she has," she said, her voice like cracking bones. Some say it was Loki in disguise. Others believe it was fate itself that spoke through her. Thus, the decree of Hel stood firm. Baldr would not return. And from that moment, the twilight of the gods, Ragnarok, drew nearer. For with the death of Baldr, the first shadow had fallen upon the Golden Age. And so ends the tale of Baldr's death, not with fire and war, but with silence, sorrow, and a single tear unwept. A story whispered still in the wind, across the roots of Yggdrasil, until the final battle yet to come.